Up the hill, we're charging up the hill. No pedaling unless we get to 5 miles an hour. Although I might just kill this motor today if it don't make it. Through the woods. Yes. Puncture resistant tires, 30 PPI. Nearly dead on the hills. Oh, look at that, it still made it up. Pain in the butt is because the ticks are out. Hello, my friends. I hope you're having an outstanding, fabulous day. I am, because I woke up and I received this bike, a new bike from Tamobyke. Now, before I tell you about Tamobyke, let me tell you why I've accepted another scrambler, budget scrambler. And for those of you who are just tuning in, you're not a regular subscriber, please, boom, smash a subscribe, boom, smash a like, share my video, tell your friend. Not everybody can afford expensive bikes. I try to help people on budgets, limited means, and people who just want to test the electric market. Because what do I preach? I preach get out and live life. I preach that electric mobility can help people who can't get out any other way to get out and live life. And so I accept budget products. I've accepted this budget bike from Tamobyke. Thank you, Tamobyke. Now, let me tell you about Tamobyke. Who is Tamobyke? Tamobyke, a company that has been around for many, many years. They've actually started around 2007, and they entered the United States European electric mobility market around 2021. They have different models. So I researched Tamobyke. I researched this model before I accepted it, and I determined that Tamobyke is actually a very good company, and this bike is actually a very good company based on the reviews and research that I've done. So I accepted it. Tamobyke, they have a good website. They have good videos on how to put this bike together, on how to put together all of their bike models. You can text them, you can chat, you can email, you can call. What is their mission, their vision? Affordable electric mobility devices to get people out to live life, which is what I preach. Get out and live life. Tamobyke has sent me their model V29. Black 48 volt scrambler. This bike, if you use my code, Bruce, that's the code, my name, Bruce, you'll save 10%. This bike is under $650 with my code. Free shipping, no taxes, and it'll arrive in 7 to 14 days. In the description, there is a link to go buy this bike. Click on that link, buy the bike, use my code Bruce, save 10%. That benefits the channel. The channel is me. It benefits you. You save 10% at no extra cost. So if you want this bike after this review, you want this bike, click on that description, use my code Bruce, save 10%. I've already put some miles on this bike. I was so impressed with the Q-Life Spark. I haven't done the 10% hill test with this bike, but I am impressed so far, and I am going to go over the specs and tell you why it's worth a little bit more money than what the Q-Life Spark was priced at. It is worth the extra money. Packaging was pristine. Box was pristine. No issues, no damage to the bike. They also sent this phone holder storage bag, a bicycle pump, very good manual, a registration card to make it easy to register the bike for your warranty, 2 keys which you need to lock and unlock the battery to remove, your standard charger, a spare inner tube, very nice, a complete toolkit, and replacement brake pads. Rarely seen on a budget bike. Actually, I didn't even get these kind of extras with my high dollar Graffiti X. So great job, Tamobyke, with the extras. Now, what do you get for under $650? I told you, 48 volt, 15.6 amp hour battery. You get 20 inch by 4 knobby tires. These tires are Compass. Never heard of them, but they're 30 TPI. What does that mean? That's the puncture resistant. So a 30 TPI is a very puncture resistant tire. Nice job. Mag wheels, 1,000-watt motor, mechanical disc brakes, 160 millimeter. I've already put some miles on this bike. These mechanical disc brakes are no-name brakes. They stop just as good, maybe even a little better than Zoom mechanical disc brakes, which are some of the best mechanical disc brakes in the market. Plastic fender, steel frame, comfortable seat. Yes, more comfortable than the seat that's on my $5,000 soon to be with the tariffs Graffiti X. Rear light, running light, brake light, turn signals left and right. Running lights, brake light, left blinker, right blinker. Very bright even in the light. There is the V29. Very bright headlight. Outstanding for a very budget-friendly bicycle. Definitely lights up the road. It definitely is a bike that you could ride safely at night, not only because of the headlight, but again, because of the rear running light. Lights up the road, lights up the cars, lights up the neighbors' houses. Dual shocks. Shock, and they're adjustable. You can adjust them. Surprising. Nice sturdy kickstand. Pedals to have directionals on how to install them. Battery, key to lock on, to remove. Battery, meter. Free bag they give you. Nice. Front shock, non-adjustable, plastic fender, 160 millimeter. Great brake. Very big, bright headlight. High-rise handlebar makes it very comfortable for me. Cable management, nice. Arrows on the connectors that a blind man can see, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. 7-speed Shimano. Tourney, see it on $3,000 plus bikes. Derailleur guard, gorilla proof. Look how beefy that is. Rust resistant chain, dual wall chain ring so the chain doesn't come off. Charging port for your battery. Charge on or off. Here is your cockpit. Rubber grips with palm light off and on. Turn signals, horn. Control panel, brake. Very, very big, beautiful display. Traditional Shimano push button, derailleur shifter, quarter throttle, paddle grip, brake. Nice, comfortable riding position. I already have a few miles on the bike. Very comfortable. To turn the V29 on, you have your circle with a line button. That's your power. Press and hold. Boom. Look at that display. Look how beautiful that display is. Light button, off, on. Blinker button. Horn. It's actually very loud. Throttle. Now, your display shows you your battery life. Odometer. We've got 2 miles, a little over 2 miles. Your speed, your PAS settings. Plus arrow, and your PAS settings go up to 5. Down arrow, your PAS settings go down. to 0. What's in 0? No throttle, no power. To scroll through, this display actually gives you hit the power button once to scroll through, you see your trip. It resets every time you turn the bike off. It resets every time you turn the bike off. Gives you your voltage. We're fully charged, 54.6 volts, 54.7, fluctuating. Your current, how much current is being drawn from the battery to the motor, and then your odometer. So you want to see how much life you have left? You can look at a battery chart and use the voltage meter to tell you. I tell everybody this. The more you ride the bike, the more you will learn the bike, and you won't even need this. You'll just need to pay attention to how many miles you have traveled, and you will know how far you can go. To turn it off, just press and hold the power button, and off the bike goes. We are on our official ride review recording. I'm going to give you the PAS levels and the top speed, which I already know what they are. PAS level 1. 6 miles an hour. PAS level 2. 9 miles an hour. You can see the screen pretty good in the light. Pedal assist level 3. 16 miles an hour. Pedal assist level 4. 18 miles an hour, and we are out of runway. We're going to go back the other way and do pedal assist level 5. Pedal assist level 5. Throttle. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. And that is it. 30 miles an hour, which is really 28 miles an hour because I've already GPS tested this display and it's off by about 2 miles an hour. The bike only goes to 28 miles an hour. The display's off a couple miles an hour. I can feel the motor shut off, so it has more power and it wants to run. Now, the throttle is limited by the PAS levels, and the pedaling speed is the exact same as the throttle, so I'm not even going to bother showing it to you. The pedal in one is the same as throttle in one, and now look, it's got cruise control. If you hold the speed for a few seconds, it automatically stays there. So there's cruise control for you. To stop cruise control, hit the brakes and you will stop. Let me show you what it's like to pedal with no power. So I'm in pedal assist 0 and I am in gear 7. Let me downshift, which I will also show you that the gears work. So here we are, shifting in 20 gears. They work just like all the other 20 gears. They're reliable. They're perfect for a budget bike. And here we are pedaling. No PAS level. So the bike is pedalable. The bike's also nimble. Look. Boom, baby. Nimble. And the gears work as they should. And the brakes, good mechanical disc brakes. Even heard a little bit of rear lockup. Now, the suspension for this bike, it is perfect for a budget bike. It is perfect for a budget bike. I'm over the weight limit and it's still, the front suspension, let's go up the hill. Oh yeah, no problem. I'm over the weight limit for the bike, and the front and the rear still are decent. We are on our neighborhood It's our little neighborhood trail. We have had about 4 inches of rain the past few days, so everything's a little sloppy. Let's see how we do with it. Let's see how it does on the hill. That gives some bikes and trikes. Whoa, almost crashed twice. Oh, that was comparable to the Q-Life Spark. It made it. Had to pedal a little bit. The 10% hill, very nimble. It's nimble just like the Q-Life. It feels like it has more torque, but it was very similar on that hill. So the 10% hill will be a test to see if, in fact, this is more powerful. I'm going to kill my 360 camera. More powerful than the Spark. It's got more takeoff off the line than the Spark, I can tell you that. And it's nimble. This is a nimble little bike. Weighs like 80 some pounds. I like these little nimble bikes. They're more fun. And then up the hill, boom. Nice. I'm gonna give it an A+ on that one. Ooh, it's chilly. It is chilly, chilly, chilly. Yes, we're in the 40s. Now the gears, still shifting fine. Brakes are fine. No crazy squeaks, no crazy rattles, no crazy nothing at all. Hi there. The cadence sensor is almost immediate. So you turn the pedals and that motor almost instantly starts running. And the throttle, there's no lag in the throttle either. So that's all good attributes for this budget power monster bike. All right. We're getting ready to go through the woods now. I've told you before, you have to compare apples to apples and you have to grade this bike on the same scale as a Q-Life Spark or any other budget e-bike. Cannot grade this bike on the same scale as my soon-to-be priced $5,000 Graffiti X. Why? This bike is not as good as a Graffiti X. Doesn't have as good as components as a Graffiti X. But does this bike have good components and good behavior for an under $650 e-bike? Yes, so far. Ooh, it is all, I told you we had like 4 inches of rain. Look at that. I live in a wet area and it is wet. Over the hills and through the swamp. Oh, just get it. Just give it some gas and go. Oh, yeah. It's going through the slop, but man, my shoes are getting all wet. We need to find a place to cross over. Oh hell, we're just gonna go through all the water. I hate getting bikes all wet and muddy in the beginning. All right, I think we might be able to cross through right here. We had sunlight and it all disappeared. One reason why this is a pain in the butt is because the ticks are out. I've already been getting ticks off my puppy dogs in my backyard even. Oh, look at all this slop. Ugh. Oh, this mud and water. Boy, this really puts a hurting on the bikes too. Oh, I got branch stuck in my tire. Over the hill and through the woods is where we're going. Making it. I do the worst things to these poor bikes. I do the worst things to these poor bikes. Well, we made it out. Sun's hit or miss. Picnic area. We've hit it before. Oh my gosh. Up. Now, is this bike designed for what I just did, going through the woods and over the rocks and through all the muck and junk? No. But did it? Yes. Is it still operating properly? Yes. Yes. And yes. We are headed to our testing area, woo-woo. We're gonna wait for the cars to go by, 'cause we don't want to die. There it is. See that water tower all the way up there? 1/2 a mile away. About 10% grade. S-turns. Why? So the trucks coming down from the distribution center don't crash and burn. It slows them down. This is the ultimate test. The Spark made it up like, heck, I gotta look at my video, I think like 10, 11 miles an hour. No pedaling needed. If this bike does that, I've already used a bunch of battery. If this bike does that, then it is at least 1,000 watt motor, because the Spark peaks at like 1,000 watts. So that is the touchstone, the Spark, Q-Life Spark. Let's go. Got our 360 camera out. I will say this, in defense of this Tamobyke B29, it's cold today. It's in the 40s. The Spark had a little bit warmer go at it, and batteries don't like cold weather. But we're off. We're charging up the hill, we're charging up the hill. No pedaling unless we get to 5 miles an hour. Although I might just kill this motor today if it don't make it. Oh, it's already slowing down. We got a little bit of headwind. It's hanging in at 11 miles an hour, just like the Sparkaroni. 10 miles an hour. It's gonna make it, I can tell. It's gonna make it. So, do I think this is a 1,500 watt peak? Nope, I do not think it is a 1,500 watt peak. I think it is probably right around 1,000 watts. Oh, we're slowing down to 8. Oh, would it have done better on a full charge? Yes. I didn't have a full charge. Oh no! I'm not pedaling. I'm just going to kill this sucker. 6 miles an hour. I am not going to pedal. I am going to kill it. Oh, we're down to 2 battery bars. We've only gone about 3 miles of riding too. Oh, the battery is getting a failing grade on this bike. All right, it's starting to pick up juice. I am going to not pedal. I don't edit these. I do not edit top speed runs. I do not edit. Oh, that wind's going to kill this poor sucker. I do not edit top speed runs. I do not edit hill runs. I don't want to pedal this sucker. Oh, we're getting a little bit of headwind, but I pedal for the PUCKIPUPPY. I'm not going to pedal for this sucker. I'm going to just let it ride out. And it's either going to make it or it's going to die.
It's gonna make it or it's gonna die. I don't want to pedal. We're almost at the top. 1/2 a mile. Would it have done better in warmer weather? Maybe a little bit. It's hanging in at 11 miles an hour, just like the Sparkaroni. 10 miles an hour. It's gonna make it, I can tell. It's gonna make it. So, do I think this is a 1500 watt peak? Nope, I do not think it is a 1500 watt peak. I think it is probably right around 1,000 watts. Oh, we're slowing down to 8. Oh, would it have done better on a full charge? Yes. I didn't have a full charge. Would it have done better with a completely full charge? Yes. It made it. All right. So I was picking up speed a little bit. 7 miles an hour. The motor did not die, so I'm going to give the motor. We made it. I'm going to give the motor. And it held tight to the battery bars. I'm going to give the motor an A+ for not dying, because that kind of stuff kills your motor. Don't ever do that. If you want your bike to last, don't ever tax a motor like that. That is the death for a motor. So, the bike made it up the hill, gets a passing grade. Is it a 1500 watt motor? I do not think so. We came from all the way down there to that little red dot. That's the stop sign where we started. 1/2 mile, 10% grade. Now, I will say this for this poor little bike, Micah. I am about 30 pounds over the weight limit now because of my weight gain and also the equipment. So, does that hinder battery life and hill climbing? Yes, yes, yes. So, upon reflection, do I think it's a 1500 watt peak motor? No. Do I think it is 1,000 watt? Yes. Because the Q-Life Spark peaks at like 1,000, and this kind of behaved like the Q-Life Spark for the most part, because the Q-Life Spark I took had a warmer day and more battery life. See the brakes? The brakes are great. So I'm going to give the hill test passing grade. I'm going to give the battery. I'm going to give the battery a C. I thought it would do better even with my fat butt on it. Let's see how it does on the way home. We have 5 miles on this charge, and the company says 37 miles. Okay, 37 miles is with a flyweight. 37 miles is with a 150-pound rider, probably pedal assist 1, flat terrain. What do I think this bike really would do in nice warm weather with somebody who's under the weight limit? Probably 20 to 25 miles. Very similar to the Q-Life Spark. Always the treacherous part. Crossing a 55 plus mile an hour road. All right, so far 7 miles on this bike. What do I think of it? I think that for the money, budget bike under $650 is worth it. Is this a bike to buy every day of the week? Yes. E-bike companies are getting better and better with what they're offering for the money. The little touches that the company did with the V29, with the directional arrows on how to install the pedals, with the big white arrows for the connectors, these are all great little things for newbies. This bike is for a newbie, somebody who wants to test the electric world. This bike is for somebody on a budget. Do I think it's worth spending an extra $100 or so for this over the Q-Life Spark? I would personally, because I do think you'll go a little bit further with the battery. I do think it has a little bit more power than the Q-Life. And I like the upright handlebars. I like the fact that these bars, I'll let the postal people go in the cars. I like the fact that these bars are up. So the riding position for this is a little bit taller bike. These are taller. So this bike is more comfortable for me to ride than the Q-Life Spark. And we are going to do another test. We go down the hill, and then we're going to go up the hill, which is the short, super steep hill from Northeast to Charlestown. Every single bike and trike I have struggles on this part of the hill because it's short and steep, except for my super powerful bikes. Those things just chomp this hill. Chomp, 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 chomp. My fabulous bike chomps it. My Lyric Graffiti X chomps it. My Goat Power bike chomps it. This bike, we'll see. 27 down the hill. Only got a couple battery bars left. I'm going to have to pedal. I had to pedal for the Q-Life Spark too. And I had to pedal for, I tell you, the only thing that I have not, I'm going to pedal to help this poor little puppy out. The only thing I've never pedaled this bike, this hill on, is the TK Pro, my MOONCOOL TK Pro trike. That thing literally pumps out almost 1,400 watts. That is the, oh, this is making it no problem with me just doing a little bit of pedal. That's good. Oh, heck yeah. I'll give, look, I'm just doing a little bit of pedal, and it's going up at 13, 14 miles an hour. So that's actually very good. That's actually better than a lot of my other stuff, low-powered stuff. So I'm going to give the bike an A on that one. Yes, we made it back to Charlestown. We have 12 miles. We just turned 13 miles. We have 13 miles on this charge, and we have 3 battery bars. So this bike might do. We're gonna turn this into a range test too. This bike might do 20 or so miles, which, again, we're in the 40s, very nimble. We're in the 40s, and I'm 30 pounds over the limit. So that's pretty good. I might have to retract my C grade for the battery. Look at the nimbleness. And the brakes. Look at the brakes. Quiet brakes, boom, and they work. Oh, we see that squirrel. Yeah. So far, 13 miles. I will tell you that the seat is comfortable. More comfortable than the seat on my $4,000 Graffiti X. The brakes shift perfectly for 20 gears. The brakes, no name mechanical disc, just as good, maybe a little bit better than the Zoom brakes. The cadence sensor, no lag. The throttle, no lag. The torque off the line and the torque in general, good. Went through the woods, went through the wooder. We did go up the hill. We went up the steep Charlestown Hill with me helping to pedal pretty easily. So overall right now, I'm going to give the bike an A. Yes. Am I an easy grader? Yes. I would be the teacher, the professor that everybody wants to have a class with. Me, Bruce. Because it's okay to give out A's. It's okay to love more than one bike. It's okay to like more than one bike. Remember, Baskin-Robbins, 20-some flavors for all different kind of people, and you can like all the flavors if you want. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, through the little mud. We started out our ride so sunny, and then we ended up Let's see if it'll make it through the sand with almost no battery. Holy cow, this is very surprising, actually. Okay. What's up with that? It just zipped through the sand, through some holes somebody dug, with only 3 battery bars, like it was a piece of cake. So, torque. It's got some torque. It's got some power. We have gone 15 miles, and the only negative that I have found is the right grip wiggles a little bit, twists a little bit, so it needs a little stickum or glue or whatever, but otherwise, no crazy squeaks, no crazy noises. Gears still work, brakes still work. Paddle, 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 paddle. We're going over to the other side of town to kill the battery. We are still going strong. 20 miles, I'm surprised. 20 miles, still have 2 battery bars left. And nimble, and still torquey, and do I have anything to complain about? Only that little grip. That's if you wrench on it real hard, moves a little bit. Gears still work great. Brakes still work great. Got a little squeak after I went through the sand. I got to clean the brakes and the rotors or whatever. But for an under $650 bike, no brainer. Would buy it every day of the week if I was looking for a budget bike. Every day of the week, including Christmas. And would I pay the little bit extra above the Q-Life Spark? Yes, because it does have more torque and it has a little bit bigger battery. So I think that a lighter rider, warmer temperatures, riding it the way I did still is going to bang out about 25 miles. And we're still going strong, 20 miles. So we're not done yet. We're going to kill the battery, but you see the nimbleness. We're going to see what kind of power it has, even when it's nearly dead, on the hills, side hills. That ain't too shabby. Oh, look at that. It still made it up. That's actually surprising. A+ for that puppy. A+ for that. This is Custer's last stand. We have 1 bar left. Oh! Power assist level 5. Pedal assist level 5. Full throttle up the hill. We're barely making it. We're like 8 miles an hour. So we are going to call it. We have 22 miles. So I'm surprised. Did more mileage than I thought we would. Look, the display's blinking. I timed it perfectly. Thank you for sticking around for that ride, my friends. What do I think of the Tamobyke V29? 22 miles, surprisingly more distance than I thought. Our max speed going down the hill was 30. Our max speed pedaling was 30, but the Relive app says it was really 28, which is what the manufacturer says. Do I think it peaks at 1,500? No. Do I think it's a 1,000-watt motor? Yes. Do I think it would do better up the 10% hill if I wasn't over the bike's weight limit and it wasn't cold with the full charge? Yes. Do I think this bike is worth under $650? Let's just say $650. Yes, every day of the week. Would I buy this bike? Yes, if I was on a budget. I would buy this bike before the Q-Life Spark only because it sits up a little bit higher and I like the high-rise handlebars. So for me, it's personally more comfortable. Would I let any of my friends buy this bike? Yes. If you want to buy this bike, check out the link in the description and use my code Bruce. Just my name, Bruce, saves you 10%, and it makes this bike like $649 and change. Remember, that's delivered, no tax. Gotta clean it. It's all dirty. It's got sand, it's got mud, it's got water. I like it. It's a good bike. I hope you enjoyed that review. If you have any questions, drop them in the description. You can email me, you can text me, whatever. I will respond. You can't go wrong with the Tamobyke if you want to test the electric world. If you're on a budget. Actually, I saw two people in my ride who looked at it and who were, one person said he thinks he's going to buy it, and the other person said he's going to talk with his wife about electric. So thank you for being my friends. Thank you for being my subscribers. And if you're not, boom, smash that subscribe. Boom, smash that like, share my video, tell your friends, and check out Tamobyke. They also have other models, and my code will work, Bruce, for anything that you want to buy. All right, my friends, thank you. I love you all. See ya.